So you're thinking about moving to Bend, Oregon, and you want to learn about Westside Bend luxury real estate. Well, that's exactly what we're going to be covering in today's video. We are in the acclaimed WESTGATE Subdivision today on the far west side of town, just on the edge of the city limits in Bend, on the way up to the Cascade Lakes area in Mount Bachelor, just inside the urban growth boundary. A brand new subdivision comprising of 300 acres, 85 different lots, high-end stuff here. So if you're curious to learn more about the west side of Bend and all its glory, stick around. We're going to be getting after this tour of WESTGATE right now.
If this is your first time on the channel and you'd like to know everything there is to know about eating, sleeping, playing, the good and the bad of Bend, Oregon, subscribe to the channel, tap the bell for notification so you can be the first to know about what's going on here in Bend, Oregon. My name is Zach Nutter. This is Ryan Rudloff, both licensed brokers with eXp Realty in the state of Oregon, and we've lived here in Bend for over 30 years and we absolutely love it. So whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. We'd love to connect with you guys, help you make a move here to Central Oregon. So like Ryan said, we're going to go and show you through WESTGATE. This is an amazing neighborhood. Unfortunately, there are no homes for sale here, and I don't think a home has ever sold here. Reason for that is it is a newer development, but the land is very high dollar land. So they're what, 2.5 to 5 acre lots, Ryan?
Yep.
And most of them are, I think the cheapest one I've seen recently is $750,000.
Yep, mid-7s.
All the way up to 1.3, 1.2, 1.3, somewhere in there for land. They've got some beautiful views out here, large, open, but they're all custom built homes. So as time goes on, some more of these homes that people built for themselves will come on the market, but right now it's just bare land. But we want to show you some of the beautiful homes that are being built out here, show you the land, give you some pricing on the particular lots, how big they are, how much they cost, and just show you this beautiful neighborhood. So if that sounds good, we're going to jump in the car, film some of the properties, and then we'll talk more about it.
So we're on Huntsman Loop right now, and this is the primary loop that kind of goes through WESTGATE. And like we said earlier in the video, there are 85 different lots, and I think there's maybe 4 lots that are available. They range in between 800,000 all the way up to 1.4 million for the dirt. So a very sought after area here, but you can see what happens after the lot gets acquired. Some of the construction, there's a home that's being built right behind us right now. And these homes typically are larger homes. They're all custom builds, and there are a multitude of custom builders that will come in here and they have their distinctive floor plans that are unique to them, and they bring those ideas to this particular neighborhood and this subdivision, and truly is second to none. We are on the very far west side of town here, and it's a very unique area with absolute panoramic views of the Cascade Mountains and great access to a lot of the amenities that are around the west side of Bend, including Phil's Trail, multiple golf courses, easy access up the Cascade Lakes byway to Mount Bachelor and to the lakes beyond that. So a very sought after neighborhood here, but it's very rare on the west side of town that 2.5 to 5 acre lots are available within the city limits.
So, and I have to make a correction. Did a little research while we drove over here. There has been one home sale that we could find. It was $4.65 million, little over 4,000 square foot, custom built, beautiful home. Looked like it was kind of a cedar siding with some rock accents, but homes in here are very expensive. So the lots that you see that are lower in the price, more affordable, are going to be those $800,000 lots. They're not going to have the big sweeping views. The $1.3, $1.4 million, those are going to have the big panoramic views of the Cascade Mountains, which in my opinion, if you're going to spend that much for dirt anyway, it's totally worth it. It's absolutely stunning up here. We are really close to the tree farm, which is another neighborhood subdivision that we'll show you guys in future videos. very similar style. I think those are like 2-acre lots over there. They've got a nice preserve area that they overlook. But this is just a fantastic neighborhood. We're excited to show you more about it.
We're going to zip in the car here. We're going to go check out some of the more established homes. There are multiple homes that are done, but a lot of what's going on right now is kind of pre-construction. Either the homes are done or they're under construction right now, but a lot of it is just lots right now that have been acquired that are getting ready for foundations to go in. So we'll hop in the car right now and then we'll show you guys some more of what is more established in this particular neighborhood.
One of the other things we want to talk to you about, I know we've said this in past videos, but if you're desiring to build your own home, we can absolutely help you acquire the land, and we can provide you with some great local builders. Ryan and I have been here a long time. We know a lot of the great builders in town. We have resources for them. They're happy to meet with you, go over kind of your ideas, help you finely tune them, and build a beautiful custom home. So if custom's what you really want, we are very well equipped to help you with that.
So we're a little bit further down Huntsman Loop, a little bit further to the west from where we just had that earlier clip. But you can see behind us here, there's a couple of homes that are more established. They're pretty much done. But beyond that is the Deschutes National Forest. And if we pan over just a smidge, we're going to see basically the Cascade Mountains. And we've got 7 peaks that are pretty known and noteworthy in this area. And you can see them, but there are some little shoots of smoke that are coming up from the forest right now. And those must be prescribed burns going on here in the middle of December. Just a really unique area right now. So we're right on the edge of the forest going up to the mountains like we talked about earlier, and yet we're still inside the city limits of Bend.
So we get most of our controlled burns, well, all of our controlled burns are done in the off season, so not the major fire seasons. So they do it to try to keep a lot of the brush and the stuff that'll easily ignite. So we get some of that, but we're not noticing a ton of smoke in town from it. But if you look out there, it's pretty wild to see. You can't even really see it from town other than you see some pretty interesting colored clouds. But they're trying their best to keep smoke season down for us. Smoke is something that we deal with August, September, sometimes October. That's not the greatest. It's one of the only major downsides to Bend. And it's kind of a newer thing in the last decade that we've started to get smoke in those months. That's pretty prevalent. But we wanted to talk about some of the other areas nearby. So Ryan mentioned Phil's Trail. We're not far from Mount Bachelor, all the lakes and rivers, pretty close to downtown. Northwest Crossing, which has its own little commercial area with a ton of great restaurants and some shopping, one of the best bakeries in town. We've got a ton of parks nearby. You're just really located to a lot of amazing outdoor recreation right here.
We've got Shevlin Park that's nearby. We're in the Summit High School School District. That's just a few miles away. We've got Pacific Crest Middle School. We've got Miller Elementary as well. But again, we are on the far edge of the west side of town. We're probably kind of sloping up a little bit, 3,800 feet in elevation. We have the Tethrow Golf Course, the Widgie Creek Golf Club. We've got Broken Top Golf Club nearby, as well as Aubrey Glen Golf Course. So again, it's all about the proximity and location for this particular neighborhood, but I think we really want to drive home the fact that you're getting 2.5 to 5 acre lots inside the city limits on the west side of town, because getting that type of property in the city limits is truly rare, and you don't really get that anywhere anymore. If you want to have that type of property, you have to be in the Deschutes County more so than in the city limits of Bend. But this is very unique in that regard, and so that's what's very interesting about this particular subdivision, is the fact that people are acquiring the land and they're building these big old giant custom homes. You can see this one to our left here, which is completely unique compared to the one to our right here that's just beyond me now. And so you have a unique collection of architecture and designs that just kind of make up what's going to become a very unique neighborhood once it's completely established.
Another thing that makes this neighborhood super unique is that for being on the west side of town, typically you get all these big ponderosa trees. that can actually work against you because they obstruct your views. Out here, it's really flat, not a lot of trees. Did the Aubrey Hall fire come through this area too?
Yeah, I think this is where the Aubrey Hall fire kind of swept through back in the early 90s.
So much like Tethero, you don't have a whole bunch of trees. You have some old growth trees here, but for the most part, you've got a lot of sagebrush, manzanita. So you have, that helps create these spectacular views because you don't have all these huge mature trees that are blocking your views out here.
Yeah, so we're walking now directly east. And so in front of us, we have Pilot Butte and we have Aubrey Butte. We can see both right now. We're on the edge of town. Ooh, a little slippery out here.
Blue skies, but we still got ice on the ground.
Ice on the blacktop.
Good
right
thing you're
now.
an athlete, pal.
Former athlete.
Whoa.
Don't talk too soon, pal.
We better be careful. It's getting pretty slick. Move this way. Move this way.
But again, just a very, very up and coming subdivision right now. And there are dozens of homes that are under construction as we speak right now. Like we talked about, there's 4 lots that are available. Those are probably the final 4 that just haven't quite gotten picked up off the market. Maybe the price needs to come down a little bit on those before somebody decides to make the plunge and make the purchase for those particular lots. But we just want to drive home the fact that we are in a very spectacular location right here. The west side historically has always been kind of the more sought after area of Bend. That's what drives the median home price of Bend in general up so much, is living on the west side. We've talked about in previous videos, the northeast part of town, the southeast part of town being more affordable in terms of the average or median price point per home. But over here on the west side, you're going to see most homes are over $1 million typically, which drives the median price point in Bend, which currently sits at $730,000 up in general.
So out here, it looks like there's a lot of extra space, and it looks like there should be a lot more places, land available. But a lot of people have purchased out here and just have not built yet. I would say there's what, maybe 30 homes built out here, maybe less.
Yeah, I mean, it's early for this particular subdivision.
Of 80 home sites. So I don't know what their regulations say. A lot of new neighborhoods will say, if you buy a lot, you have to build within X amount of days. You can't just leave it vacant forever. So I don't know what those stipulations are, but eventually there will be a lot more homes in here because there's only 4 available home sites right now. But I believe there's a lot of people that have purchased, probably 40 plus that have purchased and just have not started building yet.
Yeah, and that's one of those things too. It's like you buy dirt in a particular, like a very hot parcel of town or part of town, and they can buy the dirt in the lot just as kind of an investment. Like, I'll buy it for X amount and hope that it goes up. And that's kind of been the case here in this area of Bend over the last couple of years. People, I think, were buying lots in this neighborhood when it first broke ground for maybe the high 6s, low 7s. And now there's currently listed dirt lots for $1.3, $1.4 million. So I mean, that's not to say they're going to sell for that, but that's kind of where we saw the increase in values of property in general in Bend over the last 3 years.
It's definitely an impressive area. It's very peaceful out here, very quiet. You see a few people out here cruising around, but not much traffic. Again, it will get busier because it is such a new development. But I just love all the different styles of home. And you see homes with big entryways, big arching entryways. You see homes with ADUs. You see very contemporary homes mixed with some more traditional. And then you also see a few craftsmen. It's really, really just a beautiful, serene, tranquil neighborhood out here. And I love the flatness of it. I do love my trees, but at the same time, it just provides these amazing views out here.
Unique area with less trees for sure. Makes more of a panoramic view of the area because we're a little bit higher up. We can see into town, we can see the mountains behind us, etc. So we'll hop back into the car, show you guys some more of this particular subdivision, and then we'll wrap the video up.
One other thing, wanted to talk about HOA. What did you say the HOA fees are?
$160 some odd dollars, about $166 I think per month.
And I'm not sure exactly what that includes, but I'm assuming it's probably snow removal for the roads and a couple other small things. I don't believe this neighborhood has any major amenities other than the incredible views, but they are pretty high HOAs without having like a swimming pool or something like that. But you get a little view of all of Bend here. I think it's pretty unique in the fact that Very few places like on Aubrey. If you live on Aubrey, you usually either have a view of the butte in the city or you got a view of the mountains. Here you get both. Where we're standing right now, I can see Pilot Butte, I can see the mountains, I can see so much in this one little area. It's pretty interesting.
Yep, so we'll hop back in the car and we will show you more of Westgate. All right, so we are down a loop here off of Huntsman Loop, and we're going to wrap up the video here. We're in Westgate here. There's a couple other homes that are under construction right now. If we pan over, we can see great views of the Cascade Mountains looking to the west. But ultimately, our goal with this particular video is to show you one of the premier new subdivisions in Bend on the west side, a fantastic location that is Westgate.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, please like it, subscribe to the channel. We'd love to help you guys move here to Bend. Reach out to us. Let us know what else you would like to see. Also, we are going to be covering all of the subdivisions. It might take us a year or two to get this done, but there's over 200 subdivisions. We can only do 3 videos a week. That's all we currently have time for with our very busy schedule with all of our clients and different stuff going on. But we want to get those out to you. So if you have a particular subdivision that you're looking for that you would love to see, please comment, let us know. Whatever else you guys would like to see, please share with us. We're here for you guys and we want to be a resource for you. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.
Thanks guys, have a great day.